What's up, y'all? We are back again with another episode of Mike and Tea Talks. We are trying something a little different. Y'all can see us today. So, we just wanted to kind of show y'all what takes place during this podcast. For us, it's us talking to each other. It's more of a wind down moment. So, yes, we are in bed. Yes, this is where we do our podcast, where we're most comfortable. And we just invite y'all to hang out, stick around for the show. Before we get started, we really, really want to say thank you to everybody that has watched, everyone that has subscribed. The views, I mean, they matter to us, whether it's 1 or 20. So, family, friends, strangers, we just thank y'all and we hope that y'all continue on this cute little journey with us.
We really do appreciate y'all.
We do, really and truly. So we're going to jump right in. The first topic that we have today is a topic that's actually near and dear for me and Michael. We're going to talk about kind of understanding why some relationships don't last after having a baby. And we're going to talk about it because we have experience with it. Obviously, we're still together, but we do know
how stressful it can be.
Yeah, how stressful it can be. So, to start that off, I found an article about roommate syndrome. And if you're familiar with having a baby and being with your partner, you know that basically roommate syndrome is when you and your partner are just kind of coexisting. There's no romance, no nothing. You're kind of like feeding off survival. So it's roommate syndrome. So once again, y'all know I don't read articles all the way through. I post them if you want to go back and look through it. But I'm going to just kind of give y'all a synopsis. So it says the post-baby roommate phase with your partner refers to a period in a romantic relationship when the focus and dynamics between partners shift significantly after the arrival of a baby. It's a term used to describe the feeling of couples becoming more like roommates rather than romantic partners due to the overwhelming responsibilities and demands of parenting. A whole bunch of things can play a part in it because it is very transitional. So it can begin to feel like a running tally on who did what, as both of you struggle to adjust your schedules, overcome sleep deprivation, Lord Jesus, and learn all the new skills you have to learn as a parent. So, guess we'll start this off by saying I'm not really sure how you feel, babe, but I do feel like we definitely went through the roommate period.
100%.
Considering the fact that me and him, we were both new parents. We've never done this before. I mean, and you read, but nothing can really prepare you for having your own mini human to keep alive, take care of, and completely depends on you. So we went through it all, like just being completely transparent. We went through the arguing. We definitely went through the sleep deprivation.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Man.
We went through, because it was basically like a point, at one point it'd be like, we wake up, feed her, do whatever it is she needs to do. She takes a nap. We're either up cleaning or like washing bottles or washing sheets that she didn't peed in, something, anything.
Taking care of ourselves.
Right. Sleeping sometimes. And Mari wasn't colicky, but she was a very gassy baby.
Real gassy.
So at night, like what they call the witching hour, yo, I used to be scared for the sun to go down.
Yeah, it's for some reason, I don't know. She would do fine during the day.
All day long.
All day long. We didn't have no problems during the day. We kind of built something consistent during the day.
Yeah.
Where it was
it was mellow
on us. Yeah. But at nighttime,
it's like a switch flip.
It was like 8, 9 to about midnight.
Yep. Or my favorite was like 10 o'clock to 2 a.m.
Oh, man.
And it was just hard. I mean, and for me and Michael, like, We were roommates because we weren't really going on dates. One of the main things that I think nobody really considers is that when you're a new parent and your partner is a new parent, and neither one of y'all have had the opportunity or the experience of being parents, y'all are going to parent differently.
Real different.
So, something that I might consider a big deal, he might not have. I mean, we had plenty of arguments. I could think of one um where I just wanted to take a shower and I felt like he wasn't moving fast enough to comfort our baby. So I got out, I mean, hand swinging basically, and that set off like this huge thing. So I guess I can understand why some relationships don't last after babies, even when they're solid, man, because it'll take a toll on you. And I
Yeah.
feel like if your relationship already wasn't like rock hard to
Yeah.
begin
Like
with,
ours is. Yeah.
that I mean it would have been a wrap.
It's definitely not for the weak. Definitely not for
No
the weak. Like you have to be like super committed. You know, I know emotions can get involved, but you just have to. You kind of just have to take your time. It happens, but
communicate.
at the same time, you have to come back to it. Like once you get her sleep, you have to come back to it and talk about it and figure it out. So that way, you can be better for each other, and
Yeah.
that most definitely and most certainly be better for your child, obviously. So
And I mean, we got through the roommate period when I finally let her go
yeah,
with other people, and I was like, okay, you know, we have this time, let's date, let's talk, let's get back to us, because I mean that's hard.
right. That helped us out a lot too.
It did. One thing that I have to say is super important when you're trying to get yourself out of the roommate phase is communication.
Oh, 100%.
Says communication is key, and I mean you hear them say all the time, as a couple you have to communicate with each other. It's the truth.
Yeah,
It's for real. Like, you have to tell your partner how you're feeling in the moment. I myself had to get better about that, about being like, hey, I need your help more, or I need this more, or I need that more from you, because you can't just expect for your partner to read your mind.
yeah,
And when the miscommunication happens, that's where the arguments come from.
definitely.
So there's that. Number two says that you have to prioritize quality time together,
Yes,
which is true. And before the point where because he was always comfortable, but before the point where I got comfortable enough to just like let her be in the hands of someone else that was not us, we took that time to prioritize whether we were in or out.
yes,
We took that time to spend the quality time together, talk about how we've grown as parents, as people, like really got in depth with it.
real in
I
depth.
think our first like really really big trip where we spent quality time together after Mari was born, we went to see New Edition
Yes, down in
in
New
March. Yeah,
Orleans.
we went to New Orleans, and that was a really good time to reconnect. I mean, and still be parents. Like of course we were still checking on her,
Yes,
but it was me and you time.
definitely.
Fun fact: we saw Bobby Brown on the elevator,
Yep. Bye
and we were too scared.
bye.
And we were too scared to say anything.
It took us like 10 seconds to realize it.
Number three says that you have to share responsibilities equally. And man, that is so important when you're already stressed and sleep deprived and you feel like you're doing more than your partner, or your partner feels that they're doing more than you are. It's a bad situation all the way around.
Yeah,
And I think we have really gotten to the point where we can like help each other out responsibility wise.
yeah.
Like, you give her a bath, you lotion her up, you come in here and get her ready for bed. I'm cleaning up
Right.
in the bathroom and washing cups for the next day.
Yeah, especially with how my work schedule is. So I get home kind of later in the evening time before her bedtime. So I come home, do what I can, and I also use it to spend time with her.
Yeah.
So
So number 4 says celebrate the small victories. And I'd be damned if we didn't do that for real. I still remember the very first time that she ever slept 5 hours straight. Yo,
Man,
woke up to use the bathroom and to feed her because she had woke up, and we used to keep like a running tally of how many hours she would sleep, so we would kind of look to see what time we all went, because listen, when she went to sleep, we went
we
to
went to
sleep.
sleep. Yes,
Everybody in the house went to sleep, so we would keep a running tally of like what time we all went to sleep and what time she woke up. And 5 hours,
yes,
I felt like I could do anything.
right. And it got better. It didn't go back down to 3 hours or anything like that.
Right. We didn't really experience the regression stage
Yeah,
like
once
that.
she got to
Not
5 hours, and
badly.
then she started inching closer to making it through the night. Boom,
It was smooth sailing.
smooth.
Number 5 says to keep the romance alive. It is hard to want to be romantic when
Yes,
you have a kid.
because
It's
you're tired.
you're tired.
You're
All the
tired.
time you're
I'm
tired.
telling you.
And in my case, one of the things that I always tell Michael is that I'm touched out. That's the thing, because at the time Mari was at home with me. Mari stayed at home with me for 9 months. So for 9 months, I was just being
Touchstone,
touched on, laid on,
hugged on.
hugged on, all of that. And I love the cuddles from my baby, don't get me wrong, but I mean, who doesn't like their personal space? Everybody likes their personal space.
Yes.
So it kind of cut into our romance because Michael is a touchy feely person and I don't mind, but that was before we had our baby. Then it became like a please don't touch me. I don't even want my skin touching me. And he understood. Like,
Yeah.
mad props to you for understanding what I meant when I said I was touched out. But just keeping the romance alive, I mean, we do it now. It's something simple as like bringing flowers home, being like, babe, I know you love Starbucks. Let me get you a $25 gift card. You know, it ain't got to be nothing extravagant to keep the romance alive. You don't have to fly somebody to Barbados or nothing like that to keep the romance alive, you know?
My favorite: cook a fancy meal, have a glass of wine.
And this man can throw down in the kitchen, y'all.
Yes.
I
Yes.
married a man that could cook. So I'm a foodie. That's the way to my heart. You want to be romantic? Cook me up a good surf and turf, and we're good to go. So, I mean, in conclusion on that one, like, I can understand why some relationships don't last, but in all honesty, both parties have to be willing to put the work in to keep the relationship together, because it can't just be one of y'all fighting. Both of y'all have to fight for what you want,
Oh yeah.
basically.
And I'm fight.
So
I'm fight.
our next topic, you guys, is something that we see in actually one of the inspirations behind this podcast, period. I want to talk about why our generation seems to share more about sex on social media than any other generation. And I mean, between me and you, babe, we don't do that.
No.
He might tag me in something, but it's not for the entire world to see.
Right.
Whereas I've gotten on Facebook multiple times and seen somebody talking about having sex the day before, what they're needing as far as sexually right now in this moment.
Ooh.
And I just wonder, like, is it because our generation is just like rewriting stuff? Like, are we more comfortable and more liberal with our stuff?
Mm, I just think they don't care. To
Yeah,
be
I mean,
honest,
that's what I
that's
was
just a
gonna
pretty
say.
straightforward
Like,
answer.
just for real, like, just don't
Just don't.
care at all. But then what gets me is that it's posted out there, right?
Right.
For the whole world to see. So when your DMs are going off with people who are talking to you crazy about sex because of what you put out there, then you get mad and you want to put somebody on blast.
I'm talking about they thirsty or something.
But how do you do that when you put a thirst trap out there?
Yeah.
But I feel like, I mean, I feel like our generation is so much more open because you just have, like, I mean, you got females who aren't ashamed to show their bodies online. You got men who do the same thing. And I mean, I'm not judging. Like I always say, get it how you live.
Yeah.
But I just wonder, like, what makes it so comfortable to put it out on social media but then you're shaming the people that are in your inbox. I've seen plenty of people be like, you get what you ask for.
Definitely.
So if you asking for it, they finna come your way. Because I mean, they out here.
And some just want the attention.
That too.
Yeah.
Like
Just want the
talk a good
attention.
game, but
Yeah.
ain't really about that
Ain't really
life.
about that life. Yeah.
I mean, some people want the attention, some people do it for the clout. You know, the likes, the comments, the shares. And I mean, I get it, but I will say much respect to our generation for just being open and honest about what it is.
Oh yeah.
Always. Sometimes I feel like people can overshare, but still props to the generation because we doing stuff that would make the older generation clutch their pearls.
Whew.
So, I mean, and well, like in our experience, like I got family members
Yeah.
who do the same thing, and I've always heard like the excuse of, oh, it's just Facebook, like we don't take that seriously. It's not for real, but you might not take it seriously. I
Other
guarantee you
people,
somebody else is
they don't
gonna
know
try
if
to
you're
take you
taking
up
it
on your
serious or not.
offer.
I don't know if you're taking it serious or not.
Oh Lord. I just say like if you don't want the unwanted attention, like even if you just clout chasing, I guess don't put it out there.
Yeah. Don't.
I mean, like the other day, you were on Twitter
Oh,
and he's
I forgot
showing
what it
me
was
like
about. Oh
it
man,
was a picture.
I
It was
forgot
a
what it was about.
picture that you showed me. We'll go back and find it later.
Okay.
But it was a picture that he showed me and he was like, has Twitter always been like this? And I'm like, duh, babe, Twitter after dark. Like, that's always been a thing.
It's pretty
Always.
wild.
Yeah. You go to
Pretty
Twitter
wild.
really at this point, any given time of day, and
Yeah,
you gonna see
y'all
something.
probably know. RV, y'all probably know.
I'm sure
So
y'all know.
I know y'all
I'm
know.
sure y'all know. But yeah, I mean, like I said, props to our generation, man, because listen, they put it out there. Male, female,
Don't matter.
it don't matter. They put it out there. So props to y'all. I mean, if y'all have any comments or insights on why you think our generation shares more about their sex life and everything than any other generation, please comment below. We would love to hear it.
And while y'all down there, please like and subscribe.
And subscribe.
Yes.
All right, baby. This next one it also hits a little close to home because I ain't gonna say we had issues with it, but um, I don't play about the opposite sex,
Oh yeah.
like the best friend thing.
Yeah.
So the question is there a certain respect level that has to be present when you have friends of the opposite sex? Friends, best friends, whatever. Um, I would like to start this topic off by saying when I got with Michael, he had a girl best friend. I mean, she was here before me, and that just was what it was. She was never disrespectful.
Never.
She never got out of line or anything, but they used to have this tradition. So what was it, every Friday? Every other
Yeah.
Friday or like
Friday.
payday Friday?
No, I didn't work on Fridays.
Thursdays?
Can't remember. Either Tuesdays or Thursdays.
Tuesdays or
Tuesdays
Thursdays.
or Thursdays.
Him and his best friend would get together. They would go out for, some drinks and, innocent enough that would just
Right.
be what it
That
was.
was what it was. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he put me up on game about that when we first started dating. Like, no secrets barred, nothing like that. It was like, hey, I have this female best friend. This is what we do on this certain day or whatever. And I think in the beginning, I was all right with it.
Yeah.
I was okay with it. I don't really know where the turning point was.
I think it was more
We were
like
getting more
yeah,
serious.
that's what I was gonna say. We was getting way more serious, quicker than we thought, So,
Yeah.
and you put it out there how you felt and everything.
And let me just say, when you gonna tell a man, okay, so listen, when they have a best friend that came before you, and this is just my opinion, might not, apply to everybody, but when you have a best friend that came before the relationship that you got in, whether it be male or female, I feel like the person that you're in a relationship with has to approach it respectfully.
Yes.
Because to be clear, never did I ever look him in the face and be like, you can't talk to her anymore.
Not once.
You can't deal with her anymore. I never said that. I think it was just to a point where we were, again, way more serious than like we were getting serious quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just got a little uncomfortable because I was just like, I've played that fool before where people are hitting my line, blowing me up, and
Right.
being like, your dude out with this girl, with another girl, and me not being able to say, yeah, I know,
Right.
or something like that. Plus, my best friend at the time was going through a hell of a situation that I did not want to be a part of. So I think I just kind of like approach the conversation with, hey, I understand, like, that's your best friend, and I understand that this was tradition, this came before me, but it is not something that I am 100% comfortable with. Like, if it's you and a group of y'all,
Yeah.
cool, but it being just you and her, it was a little too intimate for me because it's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as we got closer, that's what we used to do. We used to go out for drinks and
Yeah.
talk about everything, and he used to open up to me and tell me all this stuff and vice versa. So I was just like, that's a moment that I didn't want to have to share with any other female. And I told him this, and he relayed the message to her. She respected it again because I'm sure it was respectful the way it came off. And I think they still have a good
You still
relationship
got a good
to this
relationship.
day. They're not
Obviously,
like besties
we don't talk as much. It's more of a,
because life.
yeah, life. She has her own life. Obviously, I got mine. We just check in from time to time. That's all.
And I'm okay with that. I mean, like, she's amazing. We'll text him and be like, hey, wish your wife a happy birthday for me, or tell her happy Mother's Day, or
How the baby doing?
how's the baby doing? Like,
Right.
she checks in, and like I said, I'm secure in my relationship. Can you always be secure like that? No. But I trust him. And like I said, they're not here. Like, they don't go out. When they do text, I see the messages. Like, he ain't
No.
he ain't hiding nothing from me. So, I mean, I'm okay with that because I have guy best friends on my side
Right.
that check in from time to time that are also cool with him,
Yeah.
for the record.
Went to
People
school.
that, yeah, went to school with
Yeah.
him, like men that he knows that are still a part of my life that were there before he was, like men that some of them are older that I look up to as like older brothers. Some of them are younger, and we're just here. We're going to always be here because I went through these situations with them
Right.
before I got with him. And he respects that because, I mean, he knows them. He knows they ain't trying to get at me like that. He knows how I look at them, for one. Like, y'all know, the ones that I call family, y'all know I don't like y'all.
Yes.
Y'all ugly. No, I'm playing. Y'all not ugly. Not for real, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Another thing, she was upfront with me. You know, she didn't really even ask. She just,
I'm like, yo, I got
yeah,
brothers.
you know,
Like, I got brothers. They
this,
not blood, but I got
yeah,
brothers.
this person. This person. You went to school with them. This and that.
And definitely gave you a rundown of like who it was. Like,
Yeah.
we wouldn't hide nothing. And I mean, I think every male figure friend in my life, you've met them
Yes.
in one state or another.
Yeah.
So I mean, like he said, it's not anything. I had nothing to hide. So, and it's not like I'm going back and talking about our relationship or anything like that. It's literally just to check in, like, hey, how you doing? Hope everything's going good with you. Or if you've accomplished something, hey, congratulations on the accomplishment. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We're the age. We're hitting milestones.
Right. We're having babies. We're getting married.
Yes.
Some of y'all gonna be single for life. But
I say that.
that's neither here nor there.
Everybody had a chance to find love.
Yeah. Not the way they doing it.
Oh man.
All right. So, with that being said, I have three Am I the Asshole stories that revolve around relationships and best friends.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
All right. Loading, loading. All right. So, the first one is going to be this is the title. Am I the asshole for admitting to my best friend that my girlfriend is higher priority now because of the title girlfriend? I, 27 male, recently had a conversation with my best friend, 26 female of 8 years, on WhatsApp. She admitted that my new relationship with my girlfriend of 2 months has affected her. We used to text every day and meet once a week, but the frequency has decreased, making her feel neglected. She also told me that she feels that our friendship is becoming one sided because it is now usually her taking the initiative to text me. But the fact is, I'm going through a lot right now, juggling between work, relationship, and study. She put me on the spot, asking if the relationship has put her on a lower priority list. I admitted so because of the title girlfriend, and she was hurt. I still love, platonically, and care about my best friend, and I wish she didn't ask this question as my answer might burn bridges. I understand her attachment due to our amazing times together and the challenges we faced in college, and we were always there for each other. She sees me as a brother, and I see her as a sister. It seems she feels betrayed by my new relationship, and me admitting that my girlfriend is a higher priority has worsened the situation as she has stopped texting me. I wouldn't have shared that if she hadn't asked. I feel that she may be overthinking about this friendship situation. Just because I prioritize my girlfriend over her doesn't mean I don't care about her. I will always care about my dear friend. It will be a shame to lose my BFF like that, and I'll find a way to rekindle our friendship again. Am I the asshole for admitting that my girlfriend is a higher priority than my best friend now?
Hmm.
What you think?
No. I mean, it's
No.
pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, you asked, so
Yeah,
like, don't ask. For
and
one, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
I feel like if y'all were truly best friends, you respect it.
You respect their relationship and it's gonna last. I mean, he said that they've been dating for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, in any new relationship, yeah, that person has like a majority of your attention because you're trying to fill it out, trying to see where it's gonna go.
Right.
Like you never know, that person could be your wife or your husband one day. Um, I don't agree with neglecting your friends, but also I am one of those I don't reach out to you all the time friends. Like I'm one of those I'm here if you need me. Like I need to help you pull a drive by so we can see what's going on with your man or your girl. Like you want me to help you sneak and do something. I'm one of them friends. Like you call me and I'm coming. But talking to you every day, I'm not one of them. I've never been one of them. And that's probably why some of my friendships have not lasted because I'm not ashamed to admit it, I'm not a consistent friend, like consistent enough to check in with you every single day. When you're on my mind, I will check in with you. And sometimes I will apologize. Like I just did it for my best friend a few days ago, texted her and was like, hey, I'm sorry, life be life and I love you, like checking in. Are you good? Are you okay? Do you need anything? And we are best friends because she understands that. Because she understands where I'm coming from. We both have kids. We both have a life. So, I mean, like I said, she asked. And if you didn't want the answer, you shouldn't
Just
have
left it
asked.
alone. Yep.
But I don't think he's the asshole in the situation at all because I mean, when you're dating somebody, correct me if I'm wrong, they're supposed to take priority over a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
If you're
Definitely. If you're
serious.
serious, yeah. Definitely if you're serious.
If you're serious about the relationship, yeah. Now, if you just messing around, then, that's
Yeah.
on
It
you. It
can go
is what
either
it
way. Yeah.
is. So, no, I don't think the asshole in that particular situation. The next one. Boom, bam, bam. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to choose me or her best friend? Suspense.
Hmm.
My girlfriend, 25 female, and I, 26 male, have been together for 4 years. That is a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a long time. She's been best friends with her friend, also 25 female, since middle school. Before I came into the picture, they were attached to the hip, and then the BFF got jealous of how often my girlfriend and I were together. For our entire relationship, she's been manipulative of my girlfriend and not at all understanding, especially when my girlfriend cancels plans with the BFF to hang out with me. Ooh, are you asking her to do that? Cause that's a little messed up. She's also said repeatedly that I'm abusive and controlling, even though she exclusively dates guys who are a-holes. It all came to a head tonight when we were all out together. The BFF was going on and on about her new job, and my girlfriend finally interrupted to talk about our vacation instead. The BFF got upset and asked if my girlfriend even knew where she worked because my girlfriend was never around anymore. The BFF started crying in the middle of a bar about how her feelings get hurt when my girlfriend cancels on their plans or doesn't reply to texts. I had enough and asked why she was so obsessed with my girlfriend and our relationship and always needs to lie to get attention about me being controlling. Then her blowhard boyfriend got involved and threatened me with physical violence. Everyone split up after that, and the BFF texted my girlfriend to try to manipulate her some more by saying sorry she started the fight and saying she wanted some space for a while. My girlfriend started crying about how much it all upsets her, and after 4 years, I was just kind of tired of it and told her that she needed to choose between me and the BFF. She got upset with me and told me that she couldn't choose between us, and it wasn't fair to ask her to, even though the BFF is always starting drama. Am I the asshole here, or is the BFF just a psycho?
Ooh.
You kind of the asshole, fam bam. I'm sorry to say because you can't give ultimatums like that. If a person is toxic, you learn from experience. You have to let that person see that for themselves.
Yeah.
If the relationship or the friendship is a bad friendship, eventually your girlfriend will see it. As her boyfriend, you are there to be her support,
Right.
not another one of her stressors.
Yeah. Definitely didn't like the ultimatum,
Mm-mm.
but the BFF has a whole boyfriend. So
Yeah, but it did say they were attached at the hip though, since they were younger. In relationships like that, I mean,
mm,
you went through it. We weren't attached at the hip since we were younger, but you went through it with my best friend at the time,
well, yeah.
and she had a boyfriend. That relationship,
I wasn't handing out no ultimatums though.
no, you never. Well, you never made me choose, but
No,
there were
I
times
never made
when
you
you
choose.
disapproved of things.
Oh yeah, and I feel like that was fair. You know what I'm talking
It was
about.
sort of like maybe
Okay, I'll take that.
70%,
I'll take that.
and then the other 30% you were just being
Okay,
you.
I'll take my 70. I'll roll with that.
Because, like I said, I mean, there were moments, but obviously, me and her, we are not best friends anymore because I was given the opportunity to see who she was as a person, and we just did not mesh
And I didn't run her off.
anymore.
So yeah.
No, she'll say you did, but in all reality,
As long as you don't think I
we
did,
just grew apart.
that's all that matters to me.
No, I mean any friendship that did not last is it has nothing to do with you. It's my responsibility. Like
Like,
I take responsibility for that. But I don't know. In this situation, I don't. I feel like he is the asshole for giving out the ultimatum. The
yeah,
best friend can have a boyfriend. She could be crazy. She could be a psycho. But you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to give out ultimatums because I feel like, and that was like a piece of advice that I always felt was smart. You do have to take care of your best friends. Like, I mean, you can't 100% neglect them because who's going to be there for you if the person that you're dating, if that doesn't work out?
that's true.
Your best friend.
Yeah, or have a bad life or something.
Something. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, the people that were there before you, you're supposed to treat them, I mean, with respect at the most. Even if y'all aren't as close as like y'all used to be,
right.
sometimes a conversation is owed or something. But Yeah, I don't think that he was right for giving ultimatums. I myself do not appreciate ultimatums. So yeah, for the ultimatum, sir, you were
Yeah, had to get that
sorry.
one to you.
Yeah, they hand you that A.
Yeah.
All right. Last one of the night.
Right.
Am I the asshole for being upset about my boyfriend's close friendship with his female best friend? I, 25 female, have been dating my boyfriend Mike. I promise y'all I did not write this. 27 male for a year now. Yeah, this is 3 months ago. We deep in the game. We have a great relationship and I love him. However, there's one issue that has been bothering me. His close friendship with his female best friend, Emma, 26 female. What? Why you do that? You know
No,
somebody?
no, I just said they put the names up there.
I don't, because they're in like quotation marks. I don't think that's real. I don't think those are real names.
Okay, they might not be.
Mike and Emma have been friends since childhood and they're extremely close. They talk almost every day, hang out often, and share many inside jokes. I've tried to be understanding and accepting of their friendship, but recently I've become increasingly uncomfortable with how intimate their connection seems to be. For example, they often have movie nights together, just the two of them. Whoa, Mike. And Mike will cook her favorite meals. Emma also frequently calls or texts him late at night to talk about her problems, and Mike always seems to prioritize her needs over mine. One time, she even asked him to accompany her to a wedding as her plus one. Psych!
Whoa.
Because she didn't want to go alone, and Mike agreed without even discussing it with me. I've tried to express my concerns to Mike, but he insists that they're just friends and that I have nothing to worry about. He tells me that Emma is like a sister to him and that I should trust him. Still, I can't help but feel hurt and insecure about their relationship. A few days ago, I reached my breaking point with when Emma called Mike while we were on a date, and he spent over an hour on the phone with her,
Mm.
comforting her about a problem she was having. I got upset and told him that I felt disrespected and that he should establish some boundaries with Emma. He accused me of being jealous and controlling, and we've been arguing about it ever since. Am I the asshole for feeling threatened by my boyfriend's close friendship with his female best friend and wanting him to set boundaries? Or am I overreacting and should just accept the relationship as it is? Sis, that
Ooh,
sounds like women's intuition, first of all.
he's out
He's
of
way,
line.
way out of line.
Oh, he deep down in the trenches.
The
Wow.
like the movie nights together, like you not even invited. What's that about?
But that would, at the same time, that would be awkward. you know?
Like my girlfriend over here sleep. Me and my female best friend over here kicking it. Boundaries.
They completely missed him. They
Boundaries.
just straight up, just completely missed him.
And what I ain't gonna lie, what would have set me over the edge is the same thing that set homegirl over the edge, which was being on a date and you answer your phone and you on the phone for an hour. I think not. Mike is lucky that sis didn't break up with him right then and right there.
Man, I know they ain't together no more.
This was 3 months ago. How you know that?
No chance. no
Oh,
chance. If she's like you, no chance.
ah.
no chance at all.
I'm scrolling through here currently to see if there's an update. Then you got somebody in the comments bolding males and females can just be friends. They can, sis.
Nobody said they.
Nobody's saying they
Yeah,
can't. But what we are saying is that boundaries, say it with me,
boundaries.
boundaries. I
Gotta
should
have
put that, I should figure out a way to put that straight across the video.
them. boundaries.
Boundaries. You have to have those. That is the level of respect that you have to have when you have a best friend of the opposite sex. Nobody's saying that you can't have them. All we're saying is that you got to put some boundaries in place.
That's all it is.
That's it. And it's not hard.
It's not.
Again, if you're really serious about this person.
Yeah.
How long she said they've been dating?
4
Not that
years
long. For a year now.
or a year.
Okay, so I mean, you with a person for a year, you got to be some type of serious, right?
Yeah. But
But also, since
but for
so,
that, but for that to go on for a whole year,
yeah, you crazy because
no.
I mean, no disrespect, like you're not the asshole, but you are crazy for not setting your boundaries in the beginning. If you were already uncomfortable with the way that their situation was going, this should have been a conversation after like he asked you to be his girlfriend. On the cool.
Maybe even before that.
That's where y'all get in trouble. Y'all don't be talking to each other before y'all get in a relationship. Y'all just want to be in a relationship. Another topic for another day.
Yes.
But anyway, do y'all have any situations where maybe the best friend disrespected the relationship or vice versa? Once again, the comments. We love to hear the input. We love to hear what y'all are thinking, how y'all feel, because I mean, it's what drives this podcast.
Yes. Let us know what you think. Definitely.
Please. So, baby, that was it for tonight. That
All
was our
right.
last topic for tonight. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and seeing us in our element. um, I think from here on out, we'll be mixing in some where you guys can see our face and some where it's an only audio thing. If you guys have a preference, y'all can tell us and we'll try to incorporate that into. But as always, thank you guys for listening, for tuning in, for subscribing. The views matter, you guys matter. And I mean, we just appreciate y'all for helping our little dream come true.
Yeah, thank y'all. And like I said, while you're here, down in the comment section, please like and subscribe. Please.
You
Really
heard that man.
greatly appreciate it as we try to grow our channel.
Heard that man. Y'all do what he say. Until next time, we will see y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.
Love.